So many of us have books that we no longer use, or we've given them, or we've received them, and they're just sitting there. Well, this is Sharon Moyer, and Sharon has found a way to utilize books that are no longer used, and they are absolutely beautiful.
This is a craft that's called folded book art. There are many different types of patterns that you could use to decorate your books. You can decorate them by covering the outside of your book with fabric, or putting ribbon across the front, or in some of the patterns you could use cardstock to highlight the words or the indentations.
Right.
But what we're going to do is a simple class that I learned at the library, this library. And so what you fold in, what is left, makes your pattern. And this is the book that we're going to be doing today. It's a simple heart. Each pattern requires a certain number of pages to complete the pattern. So you find a book that is close to that number. What you will do is you would add all your pages, the top and the bottom, and even ones that don't have numbers on them, and that gives you your total number of pages. Then you will take your pattern, which will tell you how many pages it takes to make the pattern. So we have the number of pages minus the pattern number of pages, and then you get your number that's left over. You take that number and you divvy it up so that you have an equal number of extra pages, if there are any, at both ends. This pattern is called an MMF, measure, mark, fold. And so you do all your measuring first. So we'll just take, here's page 1, you put a 1 on it, right there. Okay, you go to the next page, you put a 2 on it. So let's do like 10 pages.
Okay.
And watch it, they don't stick together, because they can do that. Okay, now we're gonna go back to page 1. So you have 2 numbers that you have to mark. So you take your ruler, and this is done in centimeters. So starting on the right, your first measurement is 5.2, and then your next measurement is 6.8. So you're going to keep your ruler in the same spot, and you're going to find 6.8 and make a mark. Okay, now you're going to flip your page, and we'll go on to page 2. So now we're going to mark 4.8 and 7.2.
4.8, 7.2.
Going from the top down, it's as though you're reading the book, so that's right to left. So now assume that we've gone through the whole book and marked every page right to the end. All right, so now we go on to the next step in the book folding. Go back to page 1, hold your pages out of the way. What we're going to do is we're going to simply fold the corners. Make sure you're just picking up page 1 and you're folding it to make your 90-degree angle. And what I say, tap it and then score it, because you want your pages to really lie flat.
The crisp, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now you're going to put your ruler to the right side of that mark. And you can line that up to get it straight, like with your lettering. That's perfect.
Okay.
Now, this may work or it may not work. You have to see. Okay, so this is too long to fold up.
Yes.
So what you have to do, and people hate this, you take your ruler and you rip off some to the spine, from the front of the book to the back. So
you don't have to measure, though?
No, you just guess. Just hold your ruler tight and straight over. Okay, now try and fold it and see if you ripped off enough.
All right.
All right, so we did our first page.
All right, there's our first
so now
page.
you take it and you put it away. We're going to go to page 2 now. We're going to do the same thing. And as I was saying, it's so easy to find a pattern that you might like. You just go online. Everything you ever want is online. You could look for a heart pattern. And like I said, this type of pattern is a measure, mark, and fold. So you'll look for an MMF or measure, mark, and fold pattern. And, you know, if we're folding correctly, you'll see these are just 2 marks on every page.
That's amazing.
You know, some are wider, some are smaller. It doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
But when you finish, and see how this goes in the center, and then we get back to smaller ones.
To make the heart.
On this pattern, it was a surprise because the top of the book made a heart.
Wow. That doesn't happen often.
That doesn't happen, no.
That's lovely, isn't it?
So like I said, I took my first class here, and then COVID hit. So I thought, I can't watch TV and snack all day, easy enough as that would be. But I went online and taught myself more complicated patterns. So I'm going to show you the next type of pattern that I learned how to do. It's called a cut and fold. And I'll show you how many marks can be on a page. And what I do with my ruler is I put a mark on it so that the depth is the same. And I don't know how I came up with that particular depth, but it just seems to work.
Okay.
So like before, you number all your pages to the end of the book. Now you're going to do your marks to the end of the book. When that's done, you start
Cutting
and
and
you
folding.
start doing your cutting. Now these are a couple simple ones with just 2 marks, so I'll show you what I did on this page. Start with your first mark, and you're going to cut that from the end straight back toward your spine. Now this is called a cut and fold, so that's basically what you're going to do.
Now you're just going to fold them
Now
back.
you're going to fold it. I'm going to pick it up and press it down. Okay? Then I slide this under, pick this up, press it over, the last one, press it over. Okay, and now you take that, and when you lay it down, you kind of do it like this, so those
keep
little
it folded.
tabs don't pop up.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a cut and fold pattern. You can research those online, and you do that to the end of the book, and then you get your completed book, which
That's
should look like this.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Sharon, you brought some amazing examples of your work, so let's talk about a few of them. They're really incredible.
The top shelf, a lot of those are just folding your corners, your measure, mark, and fold. And a few of those we made right here at the MS Kirby Library in Mountaintop. I'll tell you a story about the cup with the hearts.
I love that one.
That's a popular pattern. Someone actually reached out to me from the Bigelow Tea Company and bought that book for Mr. Bigelow.
Wow.
I mean, you can't make that up.
No,
it's
you
exciting.
cannot. Is that crazy?
Yes,
Right.
and what I say to people is it's a great gift for the person who doesn't need anything, but you still have to buy them a Christmas gift. So if
Right.
it's something personal, it's just so them. And there's a couple special orders that are on there. So I have a copy of the Wright Township Police Chief who just retired. That's an exact copy of his patch.
How meaningful.
And so now, as a payback to the library, I give classes about every 3 months, and they're for free, and the library provides the book to go with the pattern. So it's a learning experience. It's getting people into the library, which I would say, go to your local library and see what they're offering that you haven't even thought about. There's a lot of programs that are for adults that you don't think about. You think all the programs might be for children. You know, join book club. You
Right.
know, it's a great social activity.
Absolutely.
You can go on the MS Kirby website and they list whatever is happening at that particular month. Or I can be contacted. I have an email address in capital letters, thebooklady26@yahoo.com.
Well, Sharon, thank you so much. It's been so much fun.
My pleasure.